Hello and welcome to week 7 of the Orion Bowl. This week, I'd like to say a big congratulations to all the winners from last week, and it was... God, what is that smell? What is that smell? Oh, that's the sweet smell of victory, is what I was saying on Tuesday morning when I saw that I had bested those filthy harlots from Oakland. Those harlots, they got what for? And the Baltimore Ravens came out victorious. Roll on to next week. Also, big congratulations to the Dallas Trade Gorillas for beating the streak, man. They beat the streak of the Legion of Greatness, who are now officially the Legion of Mediocrity, which is they've actually changed their name to that, which is fair play. I still think that 5-1 is way better than mediocre, mate, if I'm honest. And also you had a lot of your stars out. Your stars are back this week. Are the stars gonna align so that you can get a win? Huh? Well, only time will tell. Only time will tell. Also, Baby Got Dak managed to sneak a victory in one of the closest games that I've seen in the Cereal Bowl. Not Cereal Bowl, the Orion Bowl. So the Cereal Bowl is the other league that I'm in. Oh God, that's like saying the wrong lover's name in bed, isn't it? That's not good. I'm gonna get a lot of abuse for that. Anyway, yeah, that was a super close game. I feel bad for the Indianapolis Colts there, because I thought, after seeing Derrick Henry's performance, I thought that they were a shoe-in. I thought that they were just gonna walk it, but no, Baby Got Dak managed to keep themselves in that game, and they managed to get the win. Fair play to them. And the Suns, they took this week's high score. Also, yeah, shout out Harlots, you got this week's low score, so to you. And the Suns managed to get this week's high score, so hey to you. Well done, Coach Dan, on the 118.30. It wasn't a very high scoring week, if I'm totally honest, but a high score is a high score, as they say. I don't know if that's a saying. It probably isn't. It's probably not a saying, but maybe it could be a saying. It's yeah. And in other news, Le'Veon Bell is now a Chief, because the Jets are just, in terms of American football, they are their team can only be likened to a dumpster that has been set on fire. That is the New York Jets right now. They are just they're a terrible team. I don't think I've seen a worse team in the NFL, but they're the team that I picked to support. So I will not be changing at this point. Is it difficult? Yeah, you betcha. Is it infuriating? Oh yes. Does it bring a tear to your eye when you just watch all the players just giving up and they're just not even bothered about putting a score up? Does it make you want to burn all of the jerseys that you bought? Does it make you kind of want to just tear up every single Jets t-shirt that you have because Le'Veon Bell is no longer a player and they managed to take one of the best running backs in the league and do nothing with him? Yes to all of that. But am I changing my allegiance now? No. You know why? Because they're the team that I picked, because, well, for whatever reason, and also I look pretty good in green. So, yeah, I'll take that. But either way, yeah, the upside for Le'Veon Bell is huge, because at the Chiefs, he could really get back to some old form. There's potential there. It's all there. All the potential is there. Also, Des Bryant working out in the practice squad for the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, to be fair, if he was still... I think... I'm a bit nostalgic about players like that. I like Des Bryant. I think that, if Des Bryant is fit, he is a ball magnet. That's what she said. But yeah, he'd like... I mean, the Ravens don't throw the ball particularly well, but they don't throw it particularly badly either. So I think if they put Des Bryant on their line, I've already picked him up, because I decided, well, why not? It's the guy that I've dropped. No one's going to pick him up, probably. And you're welcome to him, because he wasn't that good last week. But either way, yeah, that's what's been happening move-wise. So, throwing my pen all over the place here. moving on to week 7. Week 7, we have some fantastic matchups. Let's start with the Gorillas versus the Coach's Sons. Now, this is an interesting one because the Gorillas are fresh off beating the streak. They're feeling it. They are feeling it. So, yeah, but you've also got on the other side, the Coach's Sons are just a blindingly good team, really. Because like the sun in the sky, the Coach's Sons are blindingly good. And they've just got a very good team. Rodgers and Jones alone, they've got a decent matchup against Houston. Although the Green Bay Packers didn't look great last week, in fairness. But again, you've got Kamara and also Ronald Jones for the Buccaneers, for the Gorillas. However, I'm not going to play him this week because I don't know how much of an impact he's going to actually have, how many snaps he's going to have. But Fournette is healthy this week, so there will be some snaps taken away from Ronald Jones, so he might not get the same production that he has been in the last few weeks. So that might be a bit of trickery there. But Henderson for the Rams, tell you what, the Gorillas have got a craftily good team. But I do not see that team beating the Coach's Sons this week. I'm taking the Sons to win that one. We have got the Legion of Mediocrity versus the Indianapolis Colts. Can the Colts bounce back from that heartbreaking defeat? Because it was heartbreaking. I thought that he already had it in the bag, and I checked the scores. I was like, what? What happened? After Derrick Henry put up basically 40 points. Crazy. Props to Dak. He did enough to get it done, but wow, okay. So the Indianapolis Colts, they are angry. They're fuming. They're fuming, guys. And they're coming in against the Legion of Mediocrity, who are reeling from tasting defeat for the first time this season. But the Legion have got back their star trio of Carson, Wilson, and Dalvin Cook is still not back. He's not fit. But he's got Wilson and Carson back, and Singletary is playing the Jets this week. So, yeah, I see Singletary putting up about 50 burger. Probably going to put a 50 burger on your Forbes. That's probably what he's going to do. And that is why I am taking the Legion all day. The Legion all day on that one because, let's face it. Although, let's be fair, the Indianapolis Colts have got Josh Allen playing for Buffalo, who again are playing the Jets. It should be a good day for the Buffalo Bills. But I think once they get far enough ahead, it'll be better to have one of their running backs than to have their quarterback, because generally if a team gets far ahead, a lot of the time if they're trying to run the game out, they will run the game out, i.e. give the ball to Singletary and let him run on down the field. That's probably what's going to happen. So I'm going with the Legion of Mediocrity to get back into the win column there. Then we have the team with no Namath. The team with no Namath, 1-5 team, going up against the Oakland Harlots, who are 2-4. Both of these teams are not having the best start to the season, but all this can turn around. You know what I mean? We're still fairly early days. The Oakland Harlots, obviously, reeling from that drubbing they got at the hands of the Baltimore Ravens. It was quite the drubbing it was too, but they've got a good lineup, man. Matt Ryan's got an excellent matchup against Detroit. They're at home as well. That could be numbers all day. You've got Ezekiel Elliott running against Washington. I like that matchup. Both Hunt and Mixon are questionable for the team with no Namath. So is Ridley, so is Juju Smith-Schuster. They should call you the team with questionable players, Namath, right there. Because that seems like you are the team with all the questionable players. But, they're probably going to be all good come game day. It's going to be a close game. But I do have the Harlots in that one. I think the Harlots are going to get back into the win column, mostly due to Matt Ryan's favourable matchup. Although Kyler Murray is against the Seahawks defense, yeah. So then we have the game of the week, which always features yours truly, the wonderful, effervescent Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are taking on Baby Got Dak. Now, Baby Got Dak, they've got some good players. They have made a lot of moves because they had a rough start to the season. They made a lot of moves and it worked. For all intents and purposes, it worked because they walked away with the win last week against a very good side in the Indianapolis Colts. Managed to still win despite Derrick Henry basically destroying fantasy last week. who obviously the Indianapolis Colts have. And yeah, he's going to be a tough team to beat. Do I think I'm going to do it? Oh, you betcha. You betcha. You betcha. I am going in there to win, and I think I've got the players to do it. Like Patrick Mahomes has got a decent matchup against Denver. They're in Denver. So, you know, the ball's going to be lighter because of the atmosphere or, you know, the altitude or something like that. There's some sort of science behind it. It's mostly bro science, but I am going with it. Edwards, hell yeah, he ain't giving up too many carries to Le'Veon Bell the first week that Le'Veon Bell is in that lineup. I just don't see it happening. And even when Le'Veon Bell does get into his full rhythm, I think it's going to be a split backfield. It's going to be, you know, if anything, I think this could help hell yeah, because he'll be fresher when he does have his snaps, and he's a great runner. Watch how he runs. He reminds me of how Ray Rice used to run. Like, you know, because Ray Rice, for all his faults, he was an excellent running back. He was a fantastic running back. He was one of the best out there. He really was. Watch how that guy ran. He ran through people. Edwards, hell yeah, is very similar. And that's what I love about him. I've got DK Metcalf back this week. I've got a very favourable matchup for one Mr. Tyler Boyd in Cincinnati, who is playing the Cleveland Browns. I've got Rob Gronkowski, who I picked up off the waiver wire because he's questionable, but Bruce Arians says that is just, you know, that's a veteran's day off, effectively. So he is going to play. He is going to play against Las Vegas Raiders, and I think that's a decent matchup. I think that Gronkowski and Brady, they're really starting to click. You've seen them kind of link up more and more. It was always going to take a little while to get them back into their groove, but I think they are back. I think we start seeing some big scores from Rob Gronkowski in the coming weeks. I've got Jackson flew him in for from the Chargers. He's going to be playing in Jacksonville, mostly because obviously Eckler is still out, so he's splitting the backfield with that other fella. And I just think that he should get some pretty decent production. But I don't know for sure if I'm playing him yet. I might sneak Leonard Fournette in there at the last minute because Leonard Fournette is fit. And we're going to see how much he's given up to Ronald. Because, yeah, he seems to have missed out on it. But either way, it's going to be a fun matchup. It's going to be a really fun matchup. Looking forward to it. I do think that I take the win. I am going to be picking myself this week, and you should all pick yourselves as well. Show some self-respect. Make sure that whatever happens, you are picking yourself to win, and you're going in there to win, to take names, to break some necks, and cash some checks. Yeah. Good luck in all your matchups, guys. Enjoy. Don't forget the clocks go backwards or forward. The clocks change this week. They go a different way, 1 hour at some point over the weekend. You might want to do some research into this. I am not the guy to ask. But either way, remember, the clocks change. Enjoy the games, and I will see you next time.